What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're doing a reaction video on this one YouTube where he grabs stuff from, I don't know, from somewhere off the news or something. I don't know. And he makes videos about this weird stuff. So
Now, I don't know about you, but I woke up this morning feeling like I really needed to take a walk beside the ocean. Sea air is supposed to be good for you. Plus, beaches are fun places, right? Well, sure, spending a day by the ocean can be great, but sometimes it can lead to the discovery of some really weird stuff. In today's video, we're talking about the 10 strangest things to wash up on shore. Don't forget to smash the like button.
yeah, smash that like button.
Click the notification bell
button.
for more lit content. Let's get rolling. Doom whale. A beached whale washed up just south of Manila on the shores of the Philippines. The 50-foot-long whale seemed to be spewing plastics and was a pretty shocking sight from far away. Close up, it turns out that the 70-foot whale was an art installation by Greenpeace in order to raise awareness about the rise in ocean pollution and the potentially catastrophic effect it could have on marine life. Did you know that between 4.8 and 12.7 million tons of plastic enter the ocean each year? The art piece was filled with plastic bags, bottles, containers, and other junk, and was created as a visual symbol of the consequences for humanity's unsustainable actions. Sadly, life imitated art just a year later, when a real whale washed up in the Philippines with 88 pounds of plastic in its stomach.
Oh.
200-foot tree. I know that driftwood is pretty common along coastlines. People often collect it and turn it into art and stuff like that. But I would never have expected to find a giant tree washed up on the beach.
How's that even possible?
Usually, weird stuff you find on the beach will be freaky-looking fish or gross-looking seaweed balls. You know, stuff you'd expect to find in the ocean. But a tree? How did a tree get into the sea?
That's what I'm thinking.
This shocking image was taken on the beach of La Pouche in the U.S. state of Washington. It turns out that a huge storm had brought down the trees in Olympic National Park near the Canadian border. Strong winds and high tides carried it out to the water, where it later washed up a few miles along the coast. After the storm, the beach was littered with dozens of tree trunks. But this one was the biggest, measuring 200 feet long and 13 feet around the trunk. The photograph that caught the media attention was taken by a local resident.
Oh no. Not ad. Alright, we're back. Thank God that ad's over.
Measuring 200 feet long and 13 feet around the trunk. The photograph that caught the media attention was taken by a local resident, Philip Lockman, who said he was mesmerized by the sheer size of the tree. Now, is it just me, or do you guys feel kind of sad when you see a dead tree all broken up on its side like that? That tree is probably hundreds of years old, and just like that, a storm took it down.
Oh, that sounds really sad.
Alien ship. I feel like we talk about aliens a lot here on The Supreme, and usually it's just something kind of weird that people have not been able to explain. So they've gone ahead and concluded that it's an alien. But I have to say that the story I'm about to tell you has had me scratching my head for another explanation. In 2018, what looks like a piece of space junk washed up on the shore of Seabrook
2018 was like,
South Carolina.
I don't know, 2 years ago.
Pictures, but a few days later, the object was taken away by local authorities who failed to comment on what it might be. It was not widely reported, leaving people to suspect there may have been some kind of cover-up. What does this look like to you? How did it end up in the ocean? And why were authorities tight-lipped about it? If you're thinking what I'm thinking, then it has to be aliens.
Yeah, it's aliens. It's gotta be.
Mystery dice. Not every weird thing to wash up on a beach gets international news coverage. Strange stuff washes up every day, and usually no one knows about it other than the handful of people who see it on the beach. This is why I'm eternally thankful for Reddit, which gives weird stuff the coverage it deserves. A couple of years ago, Redditor Rick Rage posted a picture of a giant dice that washed up on the shore near where they live. The image got 7.6 thousand upvotes and hundreds of comments. The dice appeared on the shore of Lake Coeur d'Alene in North Idaho, and nobody has any idea where it came from. Some of the comments are pretty hilarious, though. One person thinks it's the beginning of Jumanji. Yikes!
Jumanji!
Garfield.
Ah!
A 35-year-old mystery was solved last year
Oh,
when a
Garfield.
decades-old lost shipping
That
container was
looks
found in a
so
cave.
old.
Since the 1980s,
I've
bright
seen
orange
that a
phones
lot
in the shape
lately.
of comic strip
When I was
character
younger.
Garfield have been washing up along the coast of western France. The lasagna-loving cat was a popular figure in the 80s, back when novelty landline phones were also at their peak. The cats all have their eyes closed, as they were only designed to open when the phone was picked up. Logged with seawater, I'd be surprised if any of them would actually work.
Yeah, I would be surprised too.
If you tried to use them. Anyway, the French were confused as to where exactly they were coming from for so many years, until a shipping container was found beached in a cave, usually inaccessible because of high tides. A group of volunteers entered the cave to start the process of retrieving the container, but they said that almost all of the phones had been swept away over the years. A monster.
Oh
In
God!
2008,
What
an
is that?
monster washed up on the shores of Montauk, New York, with media coverage dubbing it the Montauk Monster. A group of friends found the creepy carcass in the summer as they were hanging out on the beach. They photographed the thing, but had no idea their images would go viral. The monster caught quite a stir on the internet, gaining international attention. Myth-busting website Snopes even weighed
I
in
tried
to
to
talk
spread
about
that
what
across
thing
the
might
world. I
be.
swear to God, I
The
would
thing
try
seemed to
that
be the
the
size
best
of
I
a large
could.
cat, but had no fur. It also had a tail and what looks like a beak.
What?
Some people suspect it could be a mutant animal from a nearby animal testing facility.
No.
Others think it's the carcass of a raccoon, while some are straight up going with alien.
Why? What's with all the aliens?
Rubber ducks. Alright, this is crazy. In 1992, so nearly 30 years ago, a boat was carrying 28,000 rubber ducks in a shipping container from Hong Kong, bound for the USA. Somewhere in the middle of the remote Pacific Ocean, the container was washed overboard, and since then, rubber ducks have been washing up on shores around the world. The ducks have been found in Hawaii, Australia, South America, Alaska, and frozen in Arctic ice. Some have made their way to the shores in Scotland. They've literally gone global. Bizarrely, the friendly floaties have become a collector's item now worth around $100 a duck. Has anyone ever stopped to think about the concept of rubber ducks recently? Isn't it crazy that we humans decided to invent a cute little plastic replica of a duck just to chill in the bath with us? Yeah, like, that's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, I gotta admit, that's kind of weird. I gotta admit.
I would think that I was still dreaming if I took a walk along a beach in the Netherlands and saw thousands of underripe bananas scattered across the shoreline. Weird. In 2007, a ship from Cuba dropped 6 crates of bananas into the ocean, and they washed up along the beaches of Terschelling.
Oh gosh darn, not these ads again. Come on, just hurry up.
And Maryland in the Netherlands, a place that has already been exposed to weird stuff showing up on their shores after thousands of sneakers washed ashore the year before. A local lighthouse official, Gozen Buren, spoke to the Associated Press about the strange incident and said, "I think everyone on the island has a bunch of bananas now. There were some reports of the fruit being sent to local zoos, but I'm not sure if the bananas would have been edible. Would the salt water have permeated their skin? Salty banana, anyone?"
Oh God, no! I don't want any of that no more.
Hairballs. In 2014, mysterious green hairballs started washing up in Sydney, Australia, freaking out beachgoers. Hundreds of what looked like hairy alien eggs swarmed the popular surfing beach, leaving locals scratching their heads. The balls were roughly the size of golf balls and seemed to be perfect spheres. It turns out they were living balls of algae, known as lake balls, and it seems they get their unique shape from the movement of the current. These balls are rarely seen in the oceans and are far more common in lakes, hence their name. In Japan, lake balls are celebrated as part of a 3-day festival. The more you know. Giant Lego. You may have heard of the Lego sea spill that happened in 1997, dumping millions of pieces of the toy into the ocean that have since steadily been washing up in Cornwall. That is a crazy story. Sure, but have you heard of the giant Lego piece that has been washing around the world? The first first incident happened in 2007 when a human-sized Lego man was retrieved from the water in the Netherlands. A year later, a second giant Lego piece was found on Brighton Beach in the UK. An identical Lego man has since been found washed up in Florida in 2011, California in 2012, in Japan in 2014, and in the Danube River in Austria in 2015. It sounds unbelievable, right? The photographs of the incidents are pretty wild. Each incident seems to have had the same piece wash up wearing a shirt that reads, "No real than you are." If you are starting to think that this sounds like an art piece, you'd be right. It turns out that the giant Lego man is the work of an anonymous guerrilla artist known only as Ego Leonard. That was the 10 strangest things to wash up on shore. Which of these beach discoveries do you think is the weirdest? Let me know in the comment section. Also, if you found anything weird while you were on the beach, I'd love to hear about it.
Okay. It was. Alright, yeah, that was the video. Make sure to show this guy a lot of support, because he needs that views, man, so he can make more videos, because we need those videos. Like, we need to know more stuff what's going on. Yeah. Make sure you guys, smash that subscribe button, ring that bell, turn the notifications on so you never miss a single video, and like that like button if you liked the video. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.